Hello and welcome to what I'm going to say is our 60-second unboxing. You'd think we'd remember to check the number before we started filming, but no. And this is a good one because it's going to be a few unprocessed items, which we always get really, really excited about, and then a whole bunch of new adult stuff.
Nice.
I'm Eliza.
Amber.
Here we go.
I want the first one on top. This is so exciting. Tasty. Ultimate. I really have to get in here. This is incredible. I go on the Tasty YouTube channel.
This is the one where you go on Facebook and you see it kind of like the recipe sort of cooks itself in a video.
It's incredible. I mean, they were kind of the first ones to make that format of just simply watching the food be cooked.
Those videos are incredibly mesmerizing.
They really are. And they're easy, usually. And now they have a cookbook. This is great.
And another cookbook. Skinny Taste One and Done.
We have another Skinny Taste cookbook.
Oh. Look, it has the little symbol on it. It says for your Instant Pot, slow cooker, air fryer. Okay, well, that's a lot of things.
Sounds like maybe a lot of things. I mean, if you want a lot of things.
Is Skinny Taste like a company or a... I don't know. Maybe it's a blog or something. Anyways, the pictures, it's got really big pictures of all the food and the recipes look super clear.
It's probably some kind of a blog. What does the person say in the back? What does it say in the back?
Gina Homolka.
The other Skinny Taste is a fast and slow, but it's under health and diet, hence Skinny Taste.
Yeah.
So.
Got a nice picture of pans. So it seems like recipes that you can make with your fancy cooking device, or you can make them with a good old-fashioned pan.
I like the watercolor use on this.
Ooh.
Wild wine making.
I love that cover.
Look at this. Oh, this is awesome. Go way beyond grapes. Blueberry, blackberry, blood orange, Thai dragon, Bing cherry.
That sounds fun.
This is great. There aren't a lot of pictures, but the recipes just seem laid out really nicely, relatively simple. This is cool.
Yeah. If you're looking for a hobby. Or you could also go for the one my dad's doing right now, which is handmade bread. Yes.
So if you want to work out and a hobby and good bread.
Well, I've been doing no-knead recipes, and then I don't get the workout. I just eat the bread.
How does no-knead work?
It just rises really slowly for a long time.
Oh, I don't have patience.
No, it's good though. It makes good bread. Anyways, you too can argue with your friends about how to make bread if you check out this cookbook, which doesn't have a lot of pictures, but presumably it has a lot of information.
Grow what you love. 12 food plant families to change your life. I feel like we're maybe a little bit in the wrong season for a growing food book.
Yeah.
But if you're planning your garden, they have a relative of mine grows these weird little. They look like teeny tiny mini watermelons.
Oh.
But they're not.
They're cucumbers.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to daydream about what you're going to garden next year, this seems like a good book, especially since it has such nice pictures.
Yeah.
How to knit beautiful bags. Oh, they are beautiful. Look at that on the back. Oh my goodness.
So this is good for holiday gifts.
Yes.
If you want to make something. That looks like something that you would wear.
I feel like that would make a really good gift or something to make for yourself.
Ooh, origami jewelry. Oh, and look how classy it looks. It doesn't look like folded paper at all. Huh.
Another potential holiday gift thing.
Yeah, definitely. You have to get the special shimmery origami paper.
And one more. Bag boutique.
So that's just sewing.
Sewing bags. Yeah, that looks good.
Bags are the
I had
thing.
a bag I sewed for myself that I used for years and years and years until
I remember that.
Totally fell apart, and I realized that I couldn't use it anymore. It was sad.
Okay. Next.
Now this is not unprocessed anymore, so it's not going to be quite as
That was the fun. That was the fun part. Now you can
this
just turn off the video.
This will be fun. No, don't listen to Amber. Look, there's even a DVD in here. Who knew? Who knew about the DVD? It's the Durrells in Corfu, the complete third season. So if you've been watching that TV series, still,
Yeah, we have the other 2 seasons.
I haven't actually watched it, but people have told me a whole bunch of times that it's good. So it's definitely on my list.
Barbara Kingsolver, Unsheltered. I didn't realize she was coming out with a new book, but she's a popular author. She usually writes really literary fiction. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's how could 2 hardworking people do everything right in life and end up destitute?
Huh.
So,
Yeah, she's an amazing writer. I love the title of this book. It's called The Big Fella, and it is about Babe Ruth and the world he created. I think that's a biography that people will read.
yeah. The Fabulous Bouvier Sisters? Is that how you pronounce it?
Sure.
Sure, we'll go with that. The Tragic and Glamorous Lives of Jackie and Lee. I feel like this might be more like my grandmother's generation of... I don't know. I don't know much about these ladies.
Well, Jackie Kennedy, and it's about her and her
younger sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't... Well, I mean, we have a lot of people in this library who
really
like that kind of
interesting
story.
lives. Yeah. And I always think sometimes it's fun with biographies focus on, I don't know, there was one recently about like Van Gogh and his brother, like on a sibling relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's pictures.
There's always pictures.
I like to look at the pictures. The Lighthouse Keeper's Daughter by Hazel Gaynor. And I feel like she's written
This
other
sounds
stuff.
familiar.
Yeah, Last Christmas in Paris, A Memory of Violets. I think she writes popular historical fiction novels. And this one starts in Ireland in 1938, and it's a paperback, which is really nice if you're traveling.
So I wonder if it has to do with war, maybe?
2 timelines. One's in 1838 in England, and the other is 1938. I'm sorry, I read it in Ireland, and then they come to America.
Elin Hilderbrand, Winter in Paradise. She's like a summer beach read person, but look, she just turned that summer beach read into a winter beach read. Just saying, it's pretty genius.
On Desperate Ground, this is by Hampton Sides, and it's the Marines at the Reservoir, the Korean War's greatest battle. So that's a war that I think a lot of people, are interested in, but maybe don't necessarily know as much about. And you can see there's a nice map in the front.
So it's the Marines?
Yes,
Yeah.
not historical fiction, actual history.
The Way of All Flesh by Ambrose Perry. Well, that sounds... Edinburgh, 1847, City of Medicine, Money, Murder. So
That
is
sounds
this
dark.
like a historical
Also,
mystery?
one of the blurbs on the back is from Denise Mina, who writes really dark mysteries.
And again, some nice end papers.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just assuming, young women found dead, gruesome ends.
So historical mystery set in Scotland, and
Cool.
super creepy title. The
Yeah,
Way of
kind of
All
different.
Flesh. Not so different, but always popular. A new Nicholas Sparks. This one is called Every Breath, and it is a romance. And here he is on the back.
I think most of his books are romances.
Light romance. Sometimes they make you cry.
The Little Shop of Found Things by Paula Brackston. An antique shop haunted by a ghost. A silver treasure with an injustice in its story. An adventure to the past she'll never forget. Huh.
So a historical fiction with a fantasy element, maybe.
I guess
Does that sound right?
she wrote The Witch's Daughter and The Winter Witch
Yeah.
and some other witch novels. So, yeah, supernaturally-ish.
We Fed an Island by Jose Andres, and this is about, I think, a famous chef who went to Puerto Rico after the hurricane there and just cooked like massive amounts of food for people for a really long time. It was kind of amazing how much they did. So
It's very cool. November Road by Lou Berney, who wrote The Long and Far Away Gone. This is set against the assassination of JFK in the 1960s. It's a crime novel.
I think it looks good. I don't know, not always my kind of thing, but that one piques my interest. Okay, Presidents of War, the epic story from 1807 to modern times. So this is a history of, I guess, presidents at war.
This sounds like a lot.
Yeah, that's like a big subject.
Like there's just a lot here. It has two picture insets. That's how you know it's going to be a long read.
Yeah, that is very true. And it says the book is 10 years in the making. So I guess just a lot of different presidents. And
has this person written anything else? Is it just one person?
Michael Beschloss, that name sounds very familiar. Yes, he's written other big historical books about Kennedy and Roosevelt and Eisenhower and Khrushchev and Kennedy and Khrushchev and like a lot of, it seems like a big history guy. And the blurbs on the back are like Ron Chernow and John Meacham, all really big names.
And who just came out with that other book about presidents, the woman, I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
But I think in our last unboxing there was another.
Yeah, was it Doris Kearns Goodwin?
I think so.
Yeah.
And like just like a massive
so
range
if you like history, that seems like there's a lot of good and potential present books too if you know someone who likes history.
Yeah. So we have two audiobooks. The first is Robert Galbraith, Lethal White. This has been a super popular book, and now we have the audio.
It's the fourth in a series. But they're really good on audio. I actually listened to the first three on audio. Kate Morton, The Clockmaker's Daughter, which we also already got in a book, and it's historical fiction. So now you can choose book or CD. Sometimes it's really hard to choose.
Not for me.
I always have to
every time.
I always have to plot things out. I'm like, I'm going to read this one and listen to this one. Yeah.
That's it.
We're all done. We have an empty box. Bye.